myself an empowered leader under this program, Foundations for Learning. And as a leader of an institution, we have been faced with some challenges. Remember, as I said, Orawa Primary School is a border school. I have one challenge is the social norms and cultural practices that I always face. Remember, I have Denga learners there, I have Congolese learners there, I have some Somali, even Makua, your other friends are also there. So these people come up with very various, that is the different cultures, and managing these cultures has become a challenge for us in that kind of regard. And secondly, in the community, I just wanted the conference to help me, because I'm seeing yet my girl child getting married off. Probably last year, around 5 of my girl child got married, and that is a bigger statistics. And you remember when a girl child gets married, and the parents always say, it's time for her to go for that kind of course. So in this kind of look, we are going to look at actual force some way to see into that our girls men school. Secondly, in my community, still my community lacks understanding, basic understanding and knowledge of gender equality and inclusion. That's why to get data in the school is very difficult. You know, we have so many children with the learning disabilities in the communities, but now because those people, the community lacks an understanding of gender and inclusion, they always don't provide that data for us in the schools. That's why in my school right now I have only 58 learners with the learning difficulties. These are the ones that have come, that we have got as an institution in the school. We are able to now see those with the physical impairments, those with some mind, visual and audio impairments. So that because the community lacks basic information and the understanding of gender, it is difficult. Number two, still as a colleague has said, there is still something to do with negative attitudes. Remember, when a child has some disability, this one who is normal is always preferred. You go to school, this other one remain in school, and that is a mostly thing that I've ever seen and I'm struggling for. And then perhaps lastly, I have lack of mentors. Somebody said, I think our madam said that we don't have mentors. The number of female staff in the Orawa Primary School is not enough. As such, last year, when two happened to go for maternity leave, it became very difficult for us. So now without mentors, it is always hard for children to be talked to especially the girls and so on. However, as a leader, what we have tried to put in forward is we have tried to advocate for awareness creation in the school. We create awareness. And the fora that we use for creating awareness are just meetings, any kind of meeting, be it in the mosque, be it in the church, be it in the community. We always pass the message of gender, equality and disability inclusion. Secondly, just like my colleagues have said, as an administrator, when I go in the classroom to peer support, to give support to the teachers, I always check those elements of gender and inclusion in the classroom. Do teachers use gender-responsive pedagogies? Do they group children according to those needs? Do they cater for children with disabilities? What about the girl child? Those are the things that when I go to classrooms, I always see and check, and at the end of the day, I mentor the teachers accordingly to that kind of session. You know, we have adapted the gender-responsive pedagogies in our school, and we are applying them in almost all the fields in the school. Especially, there used to be guidance and counseling sessions where a girl child will be under senior women teachers in a room, boys will be in another room with what? With male teachers. This time it's a history in Orawa Primary School. Girls and boys need to be given equal opportunities. You remember when a girl has a boy who is a brother like that, at times of problems, this boy can still do what? Can still advise and help where necessary. So guidance and counseling sessions, we always combine girls and boys, and we educate them on their reproductive health issues together. Secondly, we have co-curricular, we call them extracurricular experiences, where we always say girls play netball, boys do not play, boys play. This time our girls play football almost at an equilibrium with the boys. That's so good. I happen to be a guest of honor invited by my children to go and preside over a tournament. tournament. That is just a friendly match between girls and boys. I really enjoyed the game so much. It means some of these things here, where we used to say girls can't do and so on, no. It is not the case right now in our grammar school. Be it ball games, girls can play. Girl Guide and Boy Scouts, girls can be projects in the school, all we involve boys and girls in the schools. And like in assemblies, where we always say girls line up, have one single line, boys have this, and no, those are not to do with the gender inclusion. However, as we keep on moving, one other challenge that I've faced as an institution is just the resources that we have in the school. The first resource we have is the human resource. We still lack technical people who train, who have the knowledge to handle the learners with disability, despite the fact that we have around 58 in the school, but there is no technical staff attached to that. That's another bigger challenge that I'm trying to solve. And then secondly, we have some structures. Like our primary school is only having 7 classrooms accommodating 1,206 learners. It means the classroom pupil ratio is 1:172 learners. That is a very, very unfortunate. So at times now, because of this lack of infrastructures, now creating washroom for girls, creating changing rooms for girls becomes a little bit difficult. And these are confidential issues that need a lot of confidentiality when helping the girl child and so on. So that's the challenge.
Okay, thank you. We shall have one more question each to the panelists, and I'm going to start with the Phyllis. Phyllis,